In its current state, New York's healthcare system has its share of roadblocks. These days, low-income households are forced to rely on copays and premiums to gain access to even the most basic of healthcare. In response, NYU's chapter of Democratic Socialists of America has been campaigning for the passing of the New York Healthcare Act. Their goal is simple: ensuring that all citizens of New York have access to all of their medical necessities, regardless of their financial situation. If passed, the bill will bring about a complete upheaval of the New York healthcare system.
When you have a bigger pool of people under one provider, it would lower deductibles, lower premiums. All these different private insurance companies that we have now would be like put together under one purview, the government's purview, which would help negotiate lower costs. Prescription costs are through the roof.
In order to ensure that those that stand to gain the most from the New York Healthcare Act are picking up their phones, DSA members have been going door to door at public housing apartments in order to raise awareness for the bill.
I think it's really important for us to get off campus as activists. There's something very powerful about getting out of your element and talking to real working class people in public housing. It's a reality that too often we can elide as NYU students.
The canvassing effort has brought to light countless struggles and tragedies met by those reliant on government funding to receive proper health care.
I heard the story from a mother who had just gone to the pharmacy to get her son's asthma medication, and that was $300. And I met a lady who told me that her epilepsy medicine costs $4,800 a month. And then I thought, no, that's impossible. It's way too high. But then afterwards, I asked one of the medical students who's also a DSA member, and she said, nope, actually a lot of the modern stuff these days actually goes for that.
I have seen way too many people get GoFundMes, people that I know. Some people have died. So I'm like, you're not gonna, like, I'm going to fight back. I'm not gonna sit around. Either you're gonna give me proper health care, or I'm gonna make sure that I get it. That's all.
The bill's potential was reaffirmed by the tenants' enthusiasm in discussing their healthcare experiences with canvassers.
We intercepted someone coming home from work, and we got her to go on like a 15-minute tirade just off of nothing. She started out against us, and then we actually got her tirade to support. It was a fascinating experience. So yeah, just the amount that people cared. I think that was the thing that surprised me the most, and that inspired me the most.
Conversations were not only productive, but also at times proved mutually beneficial.
Another exchange that we had was with a woman who was actually a pretty committed community organizer, and she actually put us in touch with a lot of other groups and told us ways that we could actually get more involved to make the message more heard. So not only did we sort of share that with her and with her network, but she also gave us new connections that we could connect with and make a better difference.
I don't know if so much just talking to them at the door was really changing their lives, but it really reminded me that this could be life-changing if what we're canvassing for actually gets passed.
The New York Health Act is currently in committee, but it has been approved by the State Assembly in the past. Will this push be the one that brings about reform? This is the hope of the DSA.